wall to safe spot the raiders, so I could kill them without taking damage. Unfortunately, every time you kill raiders, you get the bad omen effect, so this thing's stuck on my screen. Don't worry, I'll get rid of it in the morning. Well, the first thing I did was make a compass. I told you earlier I have a habit of getting lost. To cure myself, I simply had to find a cow, extract some white stuff, and then slurp it down. I also brought 2 lassos, so I could take some cows back with me to start on my animal farm. I also grabbed 2 cute little piggies. There's no point in naming them. They'll be dead soon. There's no pen yet. They just live in the inner wall. Still safe. And you know, by day 13, I'm feeling pretty safe too. I've got some high walls and 10 bread in my inventory.
Okay, sorry, I'm watching Luke the Notable. Sub to him. I played with him once. Nice guy, actually. And I forgot, I can do a different type of stream. I'm gonna start a new game challenge. I'm gonna get out of this world and start a hardcore world. I'm gonna change the name if I die or don't.
Day 15, I started on a second wall outside of my first wall. I spent all day building my outer wall. It's really starting to become something. Obviously, it's not perfect though. There's still a couple dark spots, and that's why I came out at night to make sure I lit them up.
Survival.
Day 16, wall construction was
survival,
going to continue,
hard
but
mode,
I saw a witch
more
and a couple
options.
other mobs, so I decided not to this time. I didn't even mind. Farm time's the best time. And you know, for every foot of wall, I've got to take down 3,200 trees, so it takes a while. Day 17, I was minding my own business, cutting down trees, when I found an unexplored cave on my land. It was a lot bigger than I thought, and this could possibly be where a lot of the zombies were coming from. Good thing I found it. I did find 1 creeper, but I had the high ground. That was fine. Day 18, I was clearing out trees for the wall until my axe broke. That's fine, gave me a chance to go back home and switch out my torches for lanterns, just to flex a little. It was a long day of wall building, and I'm almost done, but I went to bed early. And on the morning of day 19, with that final wall placed, my perimeter is finally secure. I stayed out at night for day 19, just wanted to make sure that all of the little dark spots were covered up and no monsters could get in. Monsters could definitely get in. There's a lot of dark spots. And of course, any spider can climb right over that thing. Though I will say on hardcore mode, the mob spawns can get a little bit intense, and this one zombie is a lot less deadly than 40 zombies. Anyway, at the end of the day, I ate right before bed, even though Mom told me not to. Day 20, with no more wall to complete, I constructed this bridge that's pretty small and totally useless. I was pretty much just trying to find a way to burn the daylight hours. I'm waiting till night to check the wall again. Went up to the top floor of my house to check the lighting on the wall. From up here, you can see exactly where all the dark spots are. I think the caves in this section are contributing to some of the zombie population. I went with some simple lights, but it's fine because everything the light touches is my property. And I was lighting up the wall all night until daytime the next morning. I still had a couple monsters spawning on my compound, so day 21 I went into this cave and made sure that every square inch of it was owned by my estate. And you know,
So remember, this is hard mode, so I can not die, or else I'll have to leave and restart.
But most of them don't come here anymore. And finally, because I could build through the night, I was able to build a pig and cow pen pretty easily. You know, maybe some of you out there could do a little bit more with 21 days, but I'm proud of myself. Now that my home base is more or less secure, I'm working on branching out. I can't stay here forever. I got plans to find the ocean, and I want to move in every direction. Explore this entire land. But first, I'm gonna expand my house a little bit, so I need the sand to make glass. Day 23 was the first day of house construction. Remember, it's a little easier to go up than out. I have literal mountains of wood, so I had to figure out something to do with it all. I spent all day constructing room after room of this house. It's gonna be a tall one. Yep, 7 stories up, and this is only the beginning. Remember, I didn't want to spend too much time on my house. It's not about vanity, but I spent another day on it. 10 stories of wood, all collected from the trees around my spawn. Isn't it beautiful? So I immediately cranked it up to 32 chunks and stood on top of my glorious structure. I didn't really learn anything new. I'm surrounded by mountains and swamp. And honestly, I could stay up here all day, but we should probably move this video along. Day 25, I switched out my birch lights for redstone ones. It's a little bit of a flex, but I think it looks nice. And I'm just as bad at redstone as I am at life. I ran out of cobblestone for my wall, so it's back to mining at night. The clock helps a ton when I'm down here. I can tell that it's just about to be... Oh, those are diamonds! Yes! 5 of them. This is good. I made a sword and a pickaxe. I think most of us probably would. So day 26 with iron armor, a diamond sword, and most importantly a compass. I set out on adventure. It was getting pretty late and I ventured out pretty far, so it looks like I'm hunkering down for the night. I couldn't sleep, so I just sat in the house and waited until morning while I ate food in real life. I went a little past sunrise, probably had to poo or something. On the road again, mostly just looking for villager town. collect those things. I didn't end up finding a town, but I found a desert ruin and some sort of outpost. I've looted desert ruins before, so I decided to go with this one first. There was a creeper inside, but honestly that's pretty standard. I actually lost about 35 days of work when I died to a creeper inside a jungle ruin. To my credit, it did lag a little bit, and I had my shield up, still died. Anyway, back to the ruin. I can see the chest, but I know it's totally a trap. I took my time, I was extra careful, everything was fine. Hey, a little free TNT's always nice. I got a couple emeralds, some assorted bones, no diamonds or anything, but it was definitely worth my time coming down here. And it's getting pretty late, so we'll handle that other thing tomorrow. I made a pretty lame structure and then just stood there all night. Alright, now it's morning. Time to take on the pillager outpost. Lol, just build! There were a lot more of them than I thought, but I have a lot of bread, so I'll probably be fine. It seemed like they only spawned outside of the structure, so I went inside and barricaded myself in. The loot wasn't great, but I like carrots, so that got me a little excited. Oh wow, this got very out of hand very quickly. Most of them died because they shot each other in the back. It was very sad. I ran away, but with sweet victory, and my belly full of loot, I ran through the night to my home. I made it back fine. I could see my house from a mile away. I only had 8 carrots, but using the bone meal I got from the desert ruin, I was able to get those rookie numbers up quick. After farming, I spent most of the day fishing. There's a couple rare items you can get from fishing, and it's easier than going through dungeons. At night, I decided to upgrade my house, at least the first level. Putting different layers of wood is one simple thing you can do to make your house look pretty homey. One day I think all the rooms will look this nice, but obviously as you can tell, they're not. Day 30, I ventured out in search of chickens. I came back with sheep, which, I guess I needed to, whatever. And after all of day 30, I never did find chickens, but 2 llamas is just as good. Day 31, I found chickens, but I had to lure them the old-fashioned way. Good thing I can cut all of that out. It took all day. As you can see, it's dark now. I generally try to wait to harvest my crops until they're all fully grown, but I was just so excited to get at those carrots. Now I can finally start breeding all of the animals, except the llamas. I don't want more of those. It's kind of rainy on day 32, so I decided to redo my basement. I spent all of day 32 just making my basement look nicer, and I think I did an okay job. Day 33, I really started to get this animal farm underway. It's not just meat. Animals are used for a lot of different items in Minecraft, and that was pretty much it for day 33. I thought about mining, but decided against it. Day 34, I did a little more exploring, and found a nice little meadow with a ton of flowers. I also found some roving pillagers, but with a little bit of building, it's pretty easy to take them down. And getting rid of the bad omen trait isn't a problem anymore. I've got access to unlimited white stuff. Going up to the 10th floor every night to sleep never got annoying. Day 35, I started on a bridge that would connect my land to a nearby shore. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but I wanted to make the part around my land a little nicer. After building the wall, I gotta do something with all this cobblestone. And everything you're seeing on screen now is a full day's work in Minecraft. Kind of underwhelming. And by the end of day 36, the bridge was completely done, complete with safety rails and torches. Day 37, I decided I was going to extend this granite road further into this mountain. However, the mountain was far chunkier than I could ever imagine. So if it's alright with all of you, I'll just skip the next 15 minutes of me mining. Took about half a day's labor at day 38 to break through the other side, but it felt good when I did. I spent the rest of the day making it look pretty until it got dark. Then I got scared. There's a massive birch forest on the other side. This is going to be a pretty cool road. Originally, I went with this stair design, but eventually I do scrap that and go straight across. And at the end of day 39, I was kind of wondering what I got myself into here. You gotta understand, I'm on day 40. This is the longest I've lived in a hardcore yet, at least when recording this series. In almost all of my deaths, I get bored, try something risky, and die, so I really want to avoid that here. And keeping myself busy with a massive road project seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, I always make time to go back and check on my cows. Day 41, I built a simple birch home on the other side of my tunnel. It's a little pit stop. If it gets dark and I'm on the road, I can just sleep here. I have some big plans for this road. I want it to carve through this forest. It's going to be beautiful. One of the problems I immediately started running into is there is a lot of trees in this forest. Just wait. It's going to take a few days of hard labor, and then it'll look great. Can't wait to get up and do the same thing tomorrow. Honestly, I've been living this lumberjack lifestyle for a while now. Clearing trees is no problem, and it actually works out. They'll supply most of the material for this road. Day 44 was pretty much just more of the same. Constructing the road, clearing out birch trees. That's pretty much it. But by day 45, it was really starting to come together. This thing is looking pretty nice. This is very dangerous. I should not be doing it. If I didn't have this birch shack, I probably would have died a couple days ago from staying out too late. And by day 46, the bridge was complete. No safety features, but complete. That's what what I did on day 47. Made it look a little bit nicer, and also put up some fences to keep the mobs out. Day 48, I started building my shelter on the other side of the bridge. This will be a nice place to come to if I ever get bored of my main compound. But as you can see, even after a whole day of construction, it's not done yet. Yep, still out here day 49 until nighttime putting on the roof. But this was the last step. It's nothing special, but it is a little bit more property for me, and I'm proud that I have it here. We're back in the main camp for day 50, just tending to my crops. Gotta keep those carrot numbers up. I also did a little bit of work on extending my farm. It can never be too big. Food isn't really an issue anymore, but if I ever find a villager town, I need to have a lot of farmland to trade with them. I just worked on it all night peacefully. One of the nice perks of walls. I wasn't recording for the first day 51, but I don't want to confuse you all, so I'm just gonna show you this day 51. I wanted to find the ocean, and I found a big river that was just through this mountain. So all of the real day 51 I was carving through. Boat travel's really nice because it doesn't take up food, and most enemies can't get you if you're in a boat. So yeah, now we're finding the ocean. Something else to keep me busy and not dead. I obviously get distracted easily because day 52 we're already working on icing out the bedroom. That honestly didn't take too long, so I had time to follow the river, hopefully to the ocean. And kind of like when I built that bird shack for working on the road, here I built a swamp shack. I would describe it as cozy. It's very functional. I just ended up mining all night. Now it's been 3 days and I still haven't found the ocean, so I went up a mountain to try to get a better view of the land. I didn't really get much, but it kind of looked like this river might be a good bet if I could connect to it. This is probably the most dangerous thing I've done so far. It was a long night of canal construction, but an uneventful one. By the time I got back to the swamp shack, it was basically morning. But I was right back at it in day 54. This is probably the largest part of man-made river I had to make. And finally, there it is. I can see it. The ocean. It was nighttime though, so I had to be quick. Cobblestone shack. The canal's not totally complete yet though. I'm trying to get one stretch of water connected to my house and the ocean. And as much fun as watching a full day of mining might be, I decided to cut it out, and I'll just show you the completed canal. There's still a couple rough spots, but it's one complete stretch of water all the way to my house. It's nice. I was able to time out the entire trip on day 56, and from my ocean shack all the way back to my house, it only takes about 5 minutes of normal time, or about half a day in Minecraft. But now on day 57, it's finally time to go out to the ocean. There's great loot in the ocean. Ruins, sunken ships like I have here, tons of stuff. I mean, just to show you right here, in this sunken chest, I found a diamond. I also found a treasure map and potatoes, which is awesome. Yeah, me and treasure maps have a pretty interesting past. Here I am, day 25 of another hardcore Minecraft attempt. I bet you can guess what happens. Yeah, I was going for a treasure map. And drowned. I was way more careful this time. It meant a lot to me to get this treasure map. Yeah, sure, it took a while, but I found it and didn't die. Can you see now why I wanted to go to the ocean? Look at all that great loot. Day 58, I found another sunken ship. I'm on a roll here. Honestly, this time around, I was most excited about the little bit of jungle wood. And right as the sun started to set, I found it. The villager town. Day 59, I began by stealing everything I could get my hands on. This one had a brewing stand. Those are insanely hard to come by. Ah, they have cats! Cats! Unfortunately, my inventory's absolutely bursting. I have to make a trip home before I can come back here and get more loot. But you know, when I got back home, I felt like fulfilling another dream of mine. Kind of like the treasure map, this is going to go back to another hardcore playthrough that I died on. In an old playthrough, I trapped a zombie under my house in this convenient little containment chamber. It also had a lever where you could drown the zombie if you wanted to. And I'm building another one, but this time I want to trap a creeper, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. It took all of day 61 to wire it all up. I said earlier, I'm not that great with redstone. However, by the end of the day, the containment chamber was done, complete with auto drown mode. Day 62, I waited until night to test out my containment chamber with this zombie. They're pretty easy to catch, though I quickly realized that if I try to do this with a creeper, I'll probably end up dead. I went with a safer contraption for getting the creeper in there. Basically, the pressure plate will get him through the fence, and then he can't get back out. I'll walk over this tile, which the creeper can't, obviously, and then I'll get him in there with a bucket of water. But first, we must fish, and for a while, and I'll tell you in the morning why. If I want this creeper to stay alive forever, I'm gonna need a name tag, and you get those from fishing. So I fished for all of day 64, and didn't get a name tag. And guess what? In day 65, we're still fishing. You know, statistically on game 66, it should have dropped already, but hasn't. Yes, I did spend 3 days fishing, but it's peaceful and safe, which is all a hardcore player wants. I'm not just looking for the name tag. There's a couple other rare items that you can get, like a saddle, which will give me horses, but I didn't get any of them. So by nightfall, I gave up. I'm just going back to the ocean. I started off day 69 by getting to know this dolphin. Nice. If you give them fish, they'll take you right to treasure. It's pretty easy. I ended up finding a lot of treasure with this method, and even found a buried treasure map. I was very careful again. I know what happens when you're not. It didn't even take that long. Just a little bit of digging, and I found it. It was packed with loot. Look at that thing. There was no way I was gonna sleep on day 69. When the sun came up the next morning, I was already looting another pirate ship. I'm still not done though, looking for treasure, saddles, name tags, really anything. Honestly, at the time, I could tell I was visibly pushing my luck out here in the middle of the ocean. I should probably go home. You know, as I pulled up to my ocean shack, I kind of realized that this thing needs a little redo. Yeah, definitely not safe. I can't even sleep in my bed at night here. Now it's the morning of day 71, and first things first, we have to make this ocean shack a little safer. I found through this playthrough a gate and wall is pretty much all you need. This simple little shack turned out pretty nice. I can fish into the sunset, and I fished all night again. I'm still looking for that name tag, or a saddle. And even though it took a little longer than I thought, on day 72, I finally hooked that name tag. I waited until night to take my river passage home. Remember, it's about 5 minutes, so I was able to skip most of the night doing this. You know, I haven't really gotten a good look at my treasure chest since I started hitting the ocean and fishing a ton. It's getting pretty full of loot. Anyway, now that I'm back home, you gotta know exactly what the first thing I did was. It doesn't really matter. I was just stalling for nighttime, where I'm trying to catch a creeper. And I got him with my expert creeper trapping contraption. However, I forgot a crucial step on how the name tag works, and the creeper exploded. So, guess I'll have to try again tomorrow. Creepers don't die in sunlight, so in the morning of day 74, I was actually able to try again. I tracked him easily. That wasn't the hard part. I obviously know what I did wrong now. I'm using the name tag totally incorrectly, but I'm amazed I did this 2 days in a row. So here's what I did wrong. In order to activate a name tag, you have to use an anvil. Then you can rename the name tag, which then renames the creature. I'm gonna name this first creeper Elbaton. Took a little longer than expected, but you gotta remember this was a dream of mine. And now, it's real. And because I put a name tag on good old Elbaton, he'll stay there forever. Never dying, but sometimes drowning. I guess I need another project now. Huh. Wonder what I can do. Well, of course there's always that. By this point, I realized I'm level 38, and that can be used for a lot of seriously good enchantments. But you gotta have a lot of different items if you want to make a proper enchanting room, and one of those items is sugarcane. I'm not sure how, but I always forget to make a sugarcane farm until I really need it. I also have 0 sugarcane to my name, so I had to go out boating looking for some. Sugarcane grows pretty quickly, so starting off with 30 is gonna be real great for me. I'm not done yet, though. Day 77, I was still looking for wild sugarcane, and hopefully while all of that grows, I'll be able to work on another part of my enchanting room. I'm gonna need some obsidian, and I know a spot where I can find some lava in my old mine. I only want to do this once, so I'm gonna mine enough for not only my enchanting table, but also a portal into the nether. But I had no idea I was gonna find some diamonds. Well, I found 1 diamond. Exactly 1 diamond. It's fine. Day 78, I started construction on where my nether portal was going to be. I like it to be in my house and look nice. And by the end of the day, I ran out of my fancy stone, but I think I did a pretty good job anyway. I spent the rest of day 78 psyching myself up to go into the nether. Today's the day! To the nether! Oh no! Not a bad spawn point. At least there isn't any lava around. Step 1, I enclosed the portal in cobblestone. This should help to keep the monsters out. I also got some glowstone, which I can use to make some fancy lights. And that's pretty much it. I got scared and went home. You gotta remember, I'm on hardcore. Day 80, my sugarcane farm wasn't at maximum capacity, but it was pretty close. But ultimately, I'm gonna need some more diamonds if I want to make this enchanting table, so it's back to mining. Around the start of day 81, you can check the clock in my inventory, I found an abandoned mine shaft. This is technically a dungeon, which means there'll be loot here, but I'm also gonna be insanely careful. The last thing you want to do in one of these places is get trapped by a creeper in one of these small areas. But if you're gonna find diamonds, this is the place you should probably look. And I found some. Well, just 1 diamond again, and it was guarded by a creeper. I still picked it up. The deeper I go into these mine shafts, the more nervous I end up getting. But as long as I keep finding diamonds, my hope level's going to be in an all-time high. So now it's pretty much the start of day 82. I know I've been underground the whole time, but that's what the clock's for. I've been just insanely lucky. You can see here I had to fight my way through, but there's more diamonds. But again, it was only those 2. Why does it keep doing this to me? My inventory was getting pretty full, and by this time I had found 8 diamonds, so I figured it was time to go back to the surface. I was very safe about the whole procedure. No need to die after you've gone through the dangerous mine shaft. It was still the nighttime of day 82, so I probably shouldn't be out here, but it spit me out right near my canal. So I made a little boat and got home quickly and safely. Day 83, we can just take some time to look at some of my treasures. It's literally full. Yep, keep looking. I know you're jealous. Then I smelted some iron or something boring. Yeah, I know. You just want to look at my treasures. Here, one more time. One crucial ingredient to an enchanting table room is lots of leather. So, sorry cows, but I'm gonna have to kill some of you. Listen, with a diamond sword and the correct leverage, there's no pain. And after crying through that experience, I now have everything I need to make some bookshelves. So day 84, I put together my enchanting table. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. Currently, the only thing I have enchanted is my shovel because the durability on it was pretty high. I think when my my sword and pickaxe run out, I'll enchant those too. I also upgraded my enchanted fishing rod, which really helps a lot with finding rare items. I'm still looking to fish my way to a saddle. I don't have a horse yet, and I really want one. And within 2 minutes, I got a name tag. That's just fine. I fished all night with this enchanted fishing rod. My hope levels were at an all-time high. I fished on day 85 too, mostly because I wanted my sugarcane to grow, so I had to stay nearby. And thanks to my enchanted fishing rod, I finally got my saddle. As you can probably tell, I was very excited, because now it's horse time. But first I wanted to use that name tag I found earlier to add to my creeper collection. This one, I'm gonna name Tors. I didn't even have to use the bucket on Tors. She went into the hole herself. Now that looks cozy. You know, I never anticipated in my wildest dreams that I'd live at this level of luxury. Day 86, I built an incinerator. I have so much trash I gotta get rid of. I put it in the basement behind the stairs, next to my nether portal and creeper chamber. And you know, I made it look pretty nice for a glorified trash can. Also, because my realm is so well connected, I know exactly where to find some planes. And I found a horse. There was another one too. If this one dies, I'm good. Day 87, we're gonna start off the day with a little horse exploring. Horses can't travel across water, but they can go up mountains pretty easily. Look at this thing. This mountain was the only thing blocking my path in this direction. And remember at the start of the video, I said I wanted to move in every direction. And on top of the mountain, I cranked it up to 32 chunks and could definitely see another villager town. So now I'm just working on a simple horse track through the mountain. It doesn't have to be as clean because I'm not going to be doing this on foot, only on a horse. Most of the job and most of day 88 was just clearing trees. I feel like it's the start of the playthrough again. And by day 89, I built a track perfect for horses. I'm not going to do this on foot though. It'd be dangerous. By the end of day 90 though, I was almost done with the entire thing, building the last little leg through the swamp. Yeah, it got dark right as I connected to the villager town, so I figured I'd take the short trek home. It only takes about a minute, and you might notice this is a different horse. Yeah, the other one died. It happened on day 89, I just didn't have the heart to tell you. He fell during construction. That was all that was left of him. It's fine though. He helped. And now I have a great horse road. I'm back in the villager town in game 91, grinding up some of these villagers. If you manage to get one to max level, they can sell you some pretty nice stuff. It's a shame it took me so long to get horses. I could have set up this route forever ago. Because I have a massive farm, by day 92, I was already at master level for one of the villagers. He'll sell me golden carrots or glistening watermelon, which are just so rare. There's a few other villagers I'd like to level up too, but there's no way that's gonna happen with all the zombies running around. But for now, they all seem to be safe inside of the well. It shouldn't take long to fix up this villager town. It just needs a little bit of love. Generations of creeper attacks haven't been kind to it, but I'm here to fix it now. And after the town was certified safe, I let all the villagers out of the well. However, unfortunately, on the way back through my horse road, I was attacked by a skeleton. He didn't do that much damage, but my horse despawned. I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but not certain. I was horseless game 94, so I couldn't really go back to the villager town. Might as well hang out here. I spent a good bit of time constructing my throne room, because every house should have a throne room. Mine is quite comfortable and lavish and has a great view. And you know, for the sunset, there's no better spot. Good news, I found my horse. He wasn't dead like the first one. I only have a little bit more time left, but just enough time to set up a little house in the villager town. With a big enough potato or carrot farm here in town, I can easily get enough emeralds to max out all of the trading villagers. It only took me a day to build, and it's not much, but I think it blends in pretty well next to the other houses. And now if I want, I can sleep amongst the villagers. Nice. Day 96, I worked on my own personal property, and even installed a horse pen, so I don't have to tie him up to the well. Day 97, I had to run back to the main camp to get supplies for an iron golem, and I started doing chores, which chewed up my daylight. But I was back in the villager town by day 98, and I brought with me an iron golem. There already was one, but he stays on the edge of town generally, and is pretty useless. Now that the village is saved, last step is setting up a farm so I can exploit them for their resources. And that was pretty much it. I saved the villagers and rode off in style. It was gonna be dark by the time we got home. Perfect for day 100. Immediately when I woke up, I noticed a bunch of pillagers on my property. How did this happen? I was planning on revisiting all of the different areas that I built throughout these 100 days, but it looks like this is gonna take a little bit. I don't know how they spawned amongst my animals, but I know several of them are gonna die. That's pretty appropriate for hardcore Minecraft, though. This game is pretty unpredictable. Ultimately, I vanquished the loiterers and drank that sweet, sweet white stuff. Now there's no way I'm gonna be able to visit all the different areas I made, but I should honestly just farm. It's probably more useful. There's still a lot to do, and if you guys want to see me go to 200 days, well, I'm gonna need this produce. I like Minecraft. I could do 200 days easily, but if you guys want to see it, make sure to like the video and also subscribe. And I think for me, at the end of day 100, I think I deserve to watch
enhanced Fortnite memes coming your way.
also now have stone on day 2.
Alright, I'm plugging in L2. Hold my fucking beer.
Huh? Controller player!
You ain't never seen L2 like this before.
I think he wants me to put the hurt on him.
Yeah, good luck trying to out-aim that, buddy.
at pawn shop. Oh, I just railed someone with the VSS.
Wow.
Oh, die. I can do it!
Whoa! Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake guys on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. H6 ball to hay. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls. I'm flipping the flipping.
Submission clips. Activate.
Birthday boy!
Happy birthday? God, I'm so goated, man.
Wow.
Oh my God!
No, stay back. No, get away from me.
I can't do this anymore!
Joseph!
What the heck? Struck by Banhammer. These guys both just got banned right in front of me. Were they teaming?
Maybe.
What did I just witness? Did I just witness 2 teamers get banned? Live in front of me? Oh my God!
One me, Scarab.
Okay. Fine, dude. Let's run it. You ready? Send it. Don't you f***ing stream snipe me. I ain't giving you no clout. The fuck? Perfect.
Jesus. Oh! Yo, did you guys see my dog, dude? My dog literally just squealed for no reason.
Let's go. Go aquí la frente.
Why did you bring me here?
Is it? I see an infantry. You guys, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm coming right now. I was eating apples. You seen him? I just don't want to be alone. I'm running.
ちの希望は絶望に変わった。
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
Find your inspiration in the 2019 Mazda 6. Feel alive.
I'm the kid. I'm such a dick. The fact that you.
Oh my god, dude! That's the second time I hit that kind of shot. Ooh, follow it up with a double kill, bro? How do you get much better than that? My gosh!
Can you get my reboot?
Absolutely. 20 bucks.
What?
20 bucks and I'll get your reboot.
No.
I'm teaching you a hard lesson right now. 20 bucks is the price.
I don't have enough money for chicken nugget.
I'm just kidding, bro.
He left! Oh my god, bro! No!
Son getting a Brook tat? Hell yeah. I was actually thinking, I'm gonna get her face right on my forehead.
Submission clips. The prophecy is true.
What the stuff?
Oh, hell no, man.
Wait, I got banned. What?
What happened to my game?
Wait, is that epic? Yeah. What a new game? What the? What a new game? What? Oh my gosh! Epic, help. I'm going in. Oh no!
Bro. Stop! Bruh. Bruh. No!
Goddamn, I hate it when I make Jug tell us my pope. Oh my god. I need to quit the game after that.
Get the hell off of me!
Help me.
What the? Ah! Gotta be kidding me.
Take that! What is up?
Oh my god.
Oh wait, there's a kill above you. Oh, I hit him.
Don't shoot me anymore. Stop it! I believe in you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a no dip. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! I'm streaming. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
I hate this, man. I really do hate this. Gotta be flipping thing. Okay. I'm going to the Nether to check it out. I'm hoping it's good. Please, Lord.
First, we pick the most natural, most delicious, most irresistible ingredients and mix them together with a healthy dose of magic. Then we make sure every tiny little bomb tastes nothing short of 100%. And when it's just right, you end up with something that feels exactly like you. EOS lip balms. Make it awesome.
What did one cactus say to the other cactus? Looking sharp! So can you guys guess what I'm about to say?
Looking sharp.
I've been busy in between episodes. I'll show you that in a little bit. I reinvented this bamboo farm. You guys remember this bamboo farm? I reinvented the way it's automated. So check this out. There's this observer right here. Whenever this bamboo fully grows, oh god, you guys are so loud. You're so freaking loud. I can't hear nothing. So whenever this bamboo grows, watch this. Check this out. It automatically sends the flying machine. Check. Oh, I'm gonna get so much lag. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Why aren't you going? Come on. There we go. There it goes. And the flying machine takes off. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging like crazy. So the flying machine takes off. Down here, like I said, I redid all of this, right? All of the mine carts. They automatically go through, collect all the bamboo, and then whenever they get to the hopper over here, they stop with this system back here. And they just dump
Remember,
it out.
I have multiple
and then
of them, so
when
it's
they're done
okay.
dumping out, they go back, grab more, and then throw more in there. It's pretty sick. And then down here, check this out. Look at all of this look at this.
I'm gonna take the bow. I don't care.
We got bamboo for days. But like I said,
I'm gonna have to kill a lot of things.
I've been busy in between episodes. Not only did I do that, look at this. Look at that giant tower. I'll show you what that is in a second. Before we do that, dudes, listen. As always, the support on this series is insane. So I think like 2 videos ago, I don't know what last video's at because it hasn't been uploaded yet. 2 videos ago, I think that video's at like 170,000 likes. So dudes, keep up the support. Let's get this video to 175,000 likes in 3 days. If we don't do that, I'm never talking to you again.
Doesn't matter.
Just hit the like button so I don't look stupid. Please, don't make me look bad in front of my friends. So, let's do this. So, like I said, what I want to set up this video. This was a 2-part creation. So,
how long we known each other, Ken? I ever break a promise to you? I will put you in the driver's seat at Le Mans. You just shut your mouth and let me do my thing. All right.
Morning, Shelby.
Morning, Molly. I'm yours. I'll go to hell.
And that's it, folks. Ferrari wins the 24 Hours of Le Mans for the 5th consecutive year.
Level 12. I need to be level 30.
Mr. Ford, Ferrari has a message for you, sir. What did he say? He said Ford makes ugly little cars in ugly factories. And, he calls you fat, sir. We're gonna bury Ferrari at Le Mans. So the great Carroll Shelby is gonna build a car to beat Ferrari with a Ford. Correct. And how long did you tell them you needed? 200 or 300 years? 90 days. Ford hates guys like us because we're different. Well, we heard he's difficult. Ken? No, Ken's a puppy dog.
Oh, guys. Red chip.
It's awful. There's a problem. The computer will find it. Get some Scotch tape and a ball of wool. What are they doing? Making your car faster.
Come on, what the? Where's the tick box?
Tell me that I can't have the best man in the world behind the wheel? Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone starting with you. Well, sir, we're lighter, we're faster. If that don't work, we're nastier. Go ahead, Cal. Go to war. Got a plan. It's high risk.
I thought the whole point was to win the damn race.
Is this for a beauty pageant? We just lost. Looks aren't everything.
I'm scared as hell right
The
now.
bamboo farm, and then this cactus farm. And I remember I asked you guys last episode, but like I said, that video hasn't been uploaded yet. I asked you if you wanted me to make a zero-tick cactus farm or a giant cactus farm. Look at this cactus farm. And since I haven't uploaded that video yet, I don't know what you guys said, so we're gonna do both. Today is Science Day. We're gonna check out some science. So I set up this giant cactus farm, a multi-layer cactus farm, and how this works. We have the cactus normally growing, and whenever it grows up one more, it hits the iron bars. It breaks and then falls down into the water, down this hole, all the way down to that ground. But how this thing is set up, right, with the iron bars completely surrounding it, normally how cactus farms work.
Gotta be flipping kidding me, mate.
And randomly fall into the neighboring cactus and get destroyed. But since it's completely surrounded with iron bars, that doesn't happen nearly as often. So the efficiency of this farm is pretty ridiculous. So it falls. Oh crap, am I gonna die? No, don't die. Hey, what happened? That would have been bad. So this giant farm took me forever to make, but we're gonna test this out. This giant farm all the way up to build height. We're gonna test this versus the zero-tick farm right here and see what makes more cactus.
We're gonna do some science.
And then, like I said, the reason why I'm doing all of this, the bamboo, all the cactus, it's all filtering down to these furnaces. You'll see why. Dudes, if I can get this automated, we gonna break Minecraft! You guys are gonna buy shirts? You gonna buy, Brad? We gonna break Minecraft shirts? So, what I need to do, let's get up here. Nope. You are a bad person! Yep, I'm going to sleep.
It does
That
give me
was
the...
not fun. That could have just destroyed everything I love. Good night, sweet world. So up here, I have everything set up inside of this chest. What I'm gonna be making, it's called a zero-tick farm. I've never heard of this before, but I think it's gonna be OP. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna set this up, then we're gonna monitor how much oh, why is there bamboo in here? Crap. Yeah, the bamboo.
My name is Gus Powell. I'm a street photographer. The pictures that I'm most excited about are when I capture
was fall crap. I'd have to cover all of this. Dang it! Alright, cover all this. We can't have bamboo going into these hoppers. That would destroy everything. We're gonna be testing that giant farm versus this teeny farm. And like I said, this is all for a greater thing, which is over there. If I can set this up, dudes, this is gonna be insane. Alright, so let's cover this, just so there's no bamboo falling into that. Okay, that should be good now. So first thing I need to do, I need to cheese this, right? So I'll put rails on these hoppers there, right? And this is kind of cheesy, but I like cheese. We're gonna place a hopper minecart on all of these, right? And then we gotta finagle this and break the rail underneath it. There we go. Hold on, we gotta break this rail. There we go. And then the minecart just lays there, right? There we go. Okay, so that is right. Now what I need to do, I need sand. All right, so grab the sand, and this is what I need to do. This is cheesy, but I love it. We'll drop sand on this hopper, and then this hopper, just like that. All right, hold on, let me grab. Oh crap, okay, don't break anything. There we go, there we go. And now we have sand on top of hopper carts. You'll understand soon enough. Now, of course, on top of this sand, cactus, cactus, cactus. And now this is where it gets kind of weird. I didn't even know this was a thing inside of Minecraft, right? So, what I need to do over here, I need to grab the piston and throw a piston right
there, facing inwards towards the cactus. Like I said, I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's a thing. And then back here behind the piston, I need to put a no block, and then a piston here, a sticky piston here, facing upwards. Dudes, this looks stupid, but if I can make this work, it's gonna be dab fam dope. What do I say things for? And then attached to this sticky piston, a slime block, and then attached to that slime block, I need to put a block of redstone, but I'll do that in a second. What I need to do first, put a lever underneath this piston, and then turn it on, right? And then I'm gonna put a block of redstone there. There we go. So now if I flip this lever, watch what happens. Again, I don't know why this happens, but it does. I don't know. So, you guys know how cactus works. Whenever you first put cactus down, it takes like 15 minutes for cactus to actually grow, right? And as you guys know, cactus has only been down for it's been down for a minute. But check this out. Whenever I flip this lever, watch how fast the cactus grows. Look at this. Because that piston, look at that. Because that piston is going in and out in between that cactus, it already grew. I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. So, what I need to do now, let me grab observers, right? This is just a fail-safe for the, actually, hold on, I'll do that in a minute. I'll do the observers last. What I need to do, glass. I need to surround this cactus with glass, right? There we go, so that breaks that, right? Put that there, and that breaks that. So whenever this cactus grows, it instantly breaks, and then it flies off just like this. But if I surround this cactus with glass, just like this, right? Surround it completely with glass. Just like that, and then I'll need to build it up one more, because cactus kind of goes flying whenever it breaks. Yeah, cactus is kind of funky. Alright, break all the dirt. No, am I dead, mommy? Whenever the cactus grows, it breaks because of the glass. It falls down, and before the cactus can get destroyed by that cactus sitting on the ground, it gets picked up by the hopper minecart, and then goes into the system over here. There we go, look at, all right, we got some dirt, and we got some stuff in there. We already have cactus sitting in there. Good night, sweet world! Alright, so, we're gonna do the observers, and then this should be set up. And like I said, we're gonna do science after this. Yay, science! Observer there we go. And then, that observer's facing out. Put that observer facing in. There we go. Okay, so that is an infinite redstone, or a redstone signal. You see that redstone signal? That's infinite. That is the failsafe for this piston, because sometimes the piston freaks out and breaks everything, and then my Minecraft crashed. No, I'm just kidding. But this is a failsafe, so once I flip this lever, there it goes. Now, ladies, look at that! Look at that! Boy, we done broke Minecraft. So if I come over here and look at this, we already have 4, 5 cactus, 6, 7 cactus.
And even the most familiar road you take leads you to unexpected places.
So, now that this is set up, this is called a zero-tick farm, right? And you saw how long that took. That took no time at all. Could you imagine? This farm took for freaking ever. This took like 10 minutes, if that, and very little amount of resources, right? So what I'm gonna do now, let me clean this area up a bit, right? I'm gonna empty out this cactus farm right here, right? Look at all this cactus already. I'm gonna empty this farm out, and I'm gonna empty this farm out. And I'm gonna let them go for 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see which farm creates more cactus. That giant farm, or that teeny little bitty bitty farm. Alright, boys, let's do this. Grab all this right now. Okay, go! And grab that. There we go. Okay, this one had 1. That one had 1 by the time I left. So they're at an even playing field. Let's see which has more. Alright, we'll go check that in a minute. First, like I said, what I'm setting up over here. The bamboo is coming down here and then getting put into the back of the furnaces back here. Look at that. So it's all going to be used as fuel. An infinite fuel source, right? And then the cactus is going to be pumping through this system onto the top of the furnaces, going to be thrown into the top, right? And you know what happens whenever cactus gets smelted down. It turns into green dye, right? I know what you guys are thinking, Sunday, why are you making green dye, you idiot? So, how Minecraft works, and I had no clue. Whenever you use a furnace, of course it gives you experience whenever you remove whatever you've smelted. But if you have a hopper underneath, pulling the materials out of the furnace and into chests or whatever, like down here, check this out. I've created a chest room. Look at all these chests. These chests are going to be full of green dye. And whatever green dye is in these chests, the experience gets stored in these furnaces, right? So if I have all of those chests down there full of green dye, and I pull out the green dye from this furnace, all of that experience will come to me. Instantly so.
Can I help you, sir?
I just like to watch.
What I'm asking you guys, what I'm gonna do in between episodes, I'm gonna enchant a crap ton of stuff. I'm gonna spend all 168 of my levels somehow. We're gonna be at level 0. Let me know down in the comments what level you think I'm gonna be at with all of this experience. Because remember, it all stores into those furnaces. This is gonna be insane. Let me know how many levels you think we're gonna be at in between episodes. Also, while you're down there typing in that comment, just hit the like button for me. Just hit like that. We're trying to get to 175,000 likes. Okay, boys. Moment of truth. Which cactus farm is better? Out of all of our 5 minutes of science, which cactus farm is better? This giant tower of death, or the itty little beady little teeny little cactus farm right there? Alright, almost 2 stacks from that giant tower. This teeny little cactus farm? How much you got, boy? Wait, what? Why did I even waste all of these materials? And all of that time?
So I'm gonna follow Sunday's idea.
What a waste of time! You have things from that giant tower. This teeny little cactus farm? How much you got, boy? Wait, what? Why did I even waste all of these materials? And all of that time? What a waste of time! You have got to be kidding me! Alright, so what I need to do now, let me tie in the furnaces into my bamboo farm. Okay, so all the bamboo is now filtering down to here, right? And it's gonna stop right there. Yeah, the bamboo's stopping right there because of this lever. This lever automatically starts up the furnaces and also down here turns the system on to start dumping out all of the green dye once I've gotten the experience, right? It throws it in the trash via that lever. So let me go ahead and connect there. There we go. Now the cactus is filtering down to there. And then let me connect this there. So all of that cactus will go over there. Same with that cactus. Now I just need to turn on the farm. All right, here we go, boys. Do we have enough cactus and bamboo production to make this infinite? Hi, down. There it goes. There it goes. It's already starting. Okay, let's fill that up. All the hoppers need to fill. Up first. Oh gosh. We're gonna need a good bit of cactus. Hopefully this farm right here is enough cactus to fill them all up. If not, we're gonna make another one of these, or maybe 10 more. I don't know, we'll find out. And then of course, it all gets turned into EXP. Dudes, listen, for now, I'm gonna end this here. If you guys have enjoyed, hit the like button down below. Let me know how many levels you think I'm gonna get by next episode. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. We'll see you dudes next time. Thanks again for hanging out and watching this video. And once again, before you go, hit the subscribe button for daily videos.
I need quartz. Shoot.
You get $1 for every rhino you bang. Wait, you guys are getting paid? What's up, guys, and welcome back to MK. My name is Damien, and today we're looking through r/cursed comments. But before we get into the video today, I do want to tell you guys about r/MK, which is MK subreddit, and it would mean a lot to us if you guys checked it out and subscribed to it. The link should be somewhere for your convenience on screen. But before we get into the video...
What did one cactus say? So it automatically videos at like 170,000 likes. So dudes, keep up the support. Let's get this video to 175,000 likes in 3 days. If we don't do that, I'm never talking to you again. I'm just kidding. Just hit the like button so I don't look stupid. Please don't make me look bad in front of my friends. So let's do this. So like I said, what I want to set up this video. This was a 2-part creation. So we created the bamboo farm. And then this cactus farm. And I remember I asked you guys last episode, well, like I said, that video hasn't been uploaded yet. I asked you if you wanted me to make a 0-tick cactus farm or a giant cactus farm. Look at this cactus farm. And since I haven't uploaded that video yet, I don't know what you guys said. So we're going to do both. Today is Science Day. We're going to check out some science. So I set up this giant cactus farm, a multi-layer cactus farm, and how this works. We have the cactus normally fall into the person, and we're gonna monitor how much fertilizer. Let me grab observers, right? This is just a fail-safe for the... Actually, hold on, I'll do that in a minute. I'll do the observers last. What I need to do, glass.
What I need is a
this cactus with glass, right?
Redstone.
There we go, so that breaks that. Right? Put that there, and that breaks that. So whenever this cactus grows, it instantly breaks, and then it flies off just like this. But if I surround this cactus with glass, just like this, right? Surround it completely with glass. Just like that. And then I'll need to build it up one more, because cactus kind of goes flying whenever it breaks. Cactus is kind of funky. Alright, let's break all the dirt. Oh, no, am I dead, Mommy? Whenever the cactus grows, it breaks because of the glass. It falls down, and before the cactus can get destroyed by that cactus sitting on the ground, it gets picked up by the hopper minecart, and then goes into the system.
Wait, what?
This can be just like that, and then I'll need to build it up one more, just like this, right? So cactus grows. Glass. I need to do now. Let me grab observers, right? This is just a I don't know why this is a thing.
That and that.
But
okay.
It's a thing.
I need a block of slime. How do you get slime? I need to make one of you. Do I need slime? Yeah, because it sticks on. I'm gonna have to make the farm first, but then I'm gonna... Yeah, I already have hoppers, so I'm good. I just need... Hoppers. So then, what do I do? This idea was by Sunday. I have to shout out his name. Wait a minute.